Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be doing a video on this knife here. It is the Kershaw Kemp 10. And I got this knife a couple of years ago, and I have put this through the ringer, okay? This knife currently resides in my get home bag. So I decided to go ahead and just show it off today, and also give it a nice little sharpening. Alright, and as you can see, this knife has been used in a couple of my outings. I did try to sharpen this with a whetstone, and then when I wasn't quite satisfied, I tried to take a Dremel tool to it, and I wound up scratching the finish up here. As you can see, the edge, this was during the time I was really not familiar with how to sharpen knives, and especially this being a recurve knife, it's very difficult to sharpen for a novice like me. And I'm still a novice. I'm still learning how to sharpen and everything. And but as long as the blade is sharpened to the point where I can cut things with it, I'm okay. I know better skilled sharpeners, people who can better skill sharpen things, would do it a very clean job where the edge will look smooth and shiny. But it is what it is. Until I get really better at sharpening knives, this is what I'm going to have to deal with. Alright, so let's get started. I forgot to point out in my videos explaining what this is, the Lansky knife sharpener. It has two sections. This section here is for 25-degree angle sharpening, and this section here is for 20 degrees. And in the instructions in the back, it'll tell you that the 20 degrees is for fine angle, recommended for fillet, butcher knives, paring, and skinning knives. 25 degrees is for medium angle, recommended for hunting knives, camping knives, utility, and chef's knives. Okay, so bigger knives that you rely on for heavy duty work, you want to use 25 degrees. If you're using your knife for fine detail work, skinning, if you want it really sharp to do those kind of jobs, you want to use 20 degrees. So today I'm going to be doing 25 degrees, but because this is just a chopper, okay, it's not something that I would use to carve wood with, or try to do fine detail work with. In a survival situation, if this is all I had, yep. But this is mainly like almost like a machete, like a hand axe, just a chopper to get through the wilderness. So again, I'm gonna just do a 90 degrees hold here on the position and come straight down. Come straight down. 90 degrees. Holding the blade straight as possible and coming straight down and pulling at the same time. Now, before I put this knife away, last time I used it, before I put it away, I did kind of sharpen it, but I tried to cut paper with it, and it cut the paper, but it wasn't very smooth. It was not very smooth. So let's see what it does after I sharpen it on this Lansky knife sharpener. The whetstone that I did try to use on this knife was a very coarse whetstone, and it probably damaged the blade more than help it by creating a lot of burrs on it, and it looked pretty. The blade looks pretty rough. The edge looks pretty rough, I have to say, and that's due to my lack of experience sharpening knives. But this will also demonstrate also what a novice can do with this sharpener. If a novice can get a nice edge, pretty decent edge using the sharpener, I can say that it's highly recommended for any novice knife collector or anybody who's not experienced in sharpening knives. This may be the product that you might want to start out with. Okay. All right. So that's the sharpening portion. Let's go to the honing section. Put these away. Turn and get these out. Now the package describes both stones as sharpening stones, but you know, I refer to these white ones as honing stones because they are very, very smooth and fine. So is the other one. They're both. One is the dark one is considered a medium coarse grade, and this white one is the fine coarse. All right, let's do the same thing here. All right, put the stones away. And of course, a nice sharpening session is not complete without stropping. And as everybody know, I added this leather piece. I glued it onto the back of this TurnBox, and I'm ready to strop. Okay. Now, you could do it several different ways. You can move the knife. Or you can hold the knife still and move the strops. Let me do it this way. And I find this method here a lot easier because the knife is kind of unwieldy in close quarters. So in the TurnBox strop that I'm using, that I makeshift made, is a lot more portable and easier to wield. Okay, and I can go section by section. And I find this method a lot easier than moving the blade across the leather, especially with such small real estate on the leather. And I'm not pressing down hard or using a lot of force. I'm just gliding the leather. I'm just gliding the leather on the edge. So I find this method actually almost very easy, you know, very convenient. Okay, and I'm sure professionals or very skilled sharpeners would cringe at this method, but you know, if it works, it works. I'm sure they can get this large knife to cut like razor sharp, but I'm not that skilled yet, you know. And until I get skilled at even doing this, I won't even think about using whetstones again until I am confident that I won't ruin the blade. Takes practice on anything, even this. Alright, so let's see how sharp it is. I'll get a piece of paper. Let's start out by trying to open an envelope. It's cutting, but it's such a big blade that... Alright, and get a piece of paper out of the envelope. And let's see how it cuts. Well, what do you think, guys? I think it works great. Definitely cut a lot smoother than when I put it away last time I used it. Because before I put it away, I did sharpen it, quote unquote sharpen it, and I did cut some paper with it, and it wasn't very smooth, but it did cut the paper. And then I put the knife away, and then today I decided to go ahead and get it out and sharpen it with this. And let me tell you, it did make the knife more smoother on the cut. So this is the Kershaw Camp 10. And I tell you what, like I said, I have taken this out on a few outings, and I have abused it and used it, and it is a good knife. Okay, are there better ones out there? I'm sure there is. This is a 1077 steel. It is, I believe it's either made in China or Taiwan. I'm not sure. But it is a Kershaw. Okay. And I just love the design of this knife. It's not a cookery, but it has a recurve blade. And it's just, to me, it just feels like a miniature sword. Makes you feel like a warrior out there in the wilderness. But it's a great chopper. It chops down small limbs pretty decently, and I have actually chopped a decent sized log in half with it. Okay, and as you can see, after doing all that, it retains a pretty decent edge that you can hone, strop, or sharpen back to cutting paper again. So yeah, even with the little damage here and there, I'll let you look at the edge or the blade close up. I'm not sure if it's focusing right for you or not, but I'll let the light hit it so you can inspect it. Yep. Alright guys, thanks for watching.